So joining us now is Cedric Bobo, Project Destined co-founder, and also a former principal at the Carlyle Group. Cedric, thanks for being with us today. I would imagine you have some thoughts, some reaction to that conversation with Ken Frazier about opportunity. So tell us about Project Destined, what you're doing there, and why you decided to launch it.
Well, first, thanks for having me. And thank you to Ken for those powerful words, as you said. Ultimately, our work is about ultimately education, access, and ownership. Our focus, as Ken highlighted, is we want to get to students early and teach them and train them how to become owners in their community. And it's my view, you can't start too early. The NBA, wouldn't start training players at 18 to pursue basketball. They start early with their intervention. And so our goal is to start as early as elementary school, really getting in early, training them, one, with great education, but then two, empowering them with the tools to ultimately become owners.
Cedric, I'm interested how often you said the word owners there. So is this, we're talking about a financial education so that people are ready for their business lives? And do you think lack of financial education doesn't affect people's opportunity going forward in life?
I think lack of financial education has a huge role in it. I want to add in that it's important not to just teach you the tools of basic sort of balancing a checkbook, but we need to teach you how to become an owner in your neighborhood. We need you to teach you to see your neighborhood as a place where you can become an owner, because I think it shifts the way you think about opportunity for yourself and for your community.
Is that why you chose real estate?
I've always loved real estate. From an early age, my mom wanted to own real estate, and she passed it down to me along with the chance to get a great education. But I always wanted to own something in my neighborhood because I thought there was great potential in my neighborhood. And so when we launched Project Destined, we started in Detroit because I saw that city changing, and I saw that the participation there wasn't as broad as I thought it should be. And the worst thing is when you see your neighborhood changing and you don't feel as though you can become a part of it. So ultimately, we built Project Destined because we wanted students to be a part of being an owner in the neighborhood, because I think it changes how you see yourself.
And which cities have you moved on to focus on since Detroit? And what are the kind of factors you look at, and which cities next?
We've done 7 cities. The highlights for me, obviously, my hometown, Memphis and Detroit and New York and LA. But when it comes to the city, ultimately, the first piece is that we have to go in with strong partners. And we're fortunate to have phenomenal partners from Brookfield to Unibail-Rodamco, Westville, and others. The second piece is we want to find schools that really believe in our approach to creating owners. So finding good school partners, and we've been fortunate in doing that. And we have those two pieces together. We've got tremendous base of talent, and we've got corporate partners who really believe in our ability to cultivate that talent in their own neighborhood. So those are the fundamentals for us in terms of looking at neighborhoods. It's really about partnership.
So Cedric, I'm curious what your experience has been like working with inner city kids through this project, what their experience has been around racial divides and the challenges they face, because it certainly seems like if we want to change or amend this situation, we need to know first what the biggest problems are.
Well, I think students want to be heard and they want to be seen as having talent. I think one of the great things that sports has done in lots of communities, they see people of all races as talent. And so when I go into a community, I'm really focused on training students, but I see them as talent. So I'm not looking at pity. I'm saying, wow, you're a really talented, 16-year-old. What if we gave you the tools and the network and the access to be able to be a part of transforming your community? And I would say a big part of it for us is that we don't do it with just our team. We do it with a tremendous set of partners who also believe in that philosophy. So when we show up at a school, I'm showing up with leaders from Brookfield, Unibail-Rodamco, Westfield, and Tishman Spire. I'm showing up with all kinds of folks who believe in that cause. And much like when you go to a basketball game, when students see all of these folks showing up at their school, I think they get excited and they see themselves differently, and they become part of a solution, solely not a problem.
Cedric Bobo, thank you for joining us today, co-founder of Project Destined.